Hello, hello.
Hello, we can hear you. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. We can hear you.
Yeah, good evening, mom.
Hello, good evening, ma.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone.
So, you can all hear me and you can all see me. So I think I don't want to take too much of your time. So we'll just maybe jump into it. I'm going to start recording, then can get started. Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I hope that today we are going to have a beautiful time together. For the next 1 hour, 30 minutes, I'm hoping that I can give you as much information as you need to get your 2026 started. So if you can hear me, if you can see me clearly, please leave me a thumbs up in the chat box so I'm sure that we are together. A thumbs up in the chat box so that we know that we are together. Okay, okay, guys, thank you. So I'm going to share my slide, right? I don't want to take so much of your time. It's a weekend, and I'm sure, we still want to rest before the work day tomorrow. So, yeah, I mean, before we get into the new week. So if you also can see my slide, another thumbs up will be fine. If you can see my slide, a thumbs up will also be fine. Okay, great, great, great. So today is going to be like an expository session where I'm going to be exposing to you if remote work is for you. That is what I'm going to be, talking about today. All right. Yeah. Okay, so let me just look at the chat box and okay. So I can see your thumbs up in the chat box. That's great. Thank you. So let's jump right into it. So what would you be discovering in today's class? First, you'll be discovering what remote work really is. There's a lot of talk out there. Everybody is talking work from home, work remotely. It sounds all beautiful and sweet, and it is. But I'm going to be exposing to you the pros and cons, the good, the bad, and the ugly about remote work. And then I'm going to be teaching you what you need to start remote working. So what do you need to, actually start working remotely? Everything you need. I'm going to explain that to you. Then I'm going to talk about challenges that beginners face. the challenges that beginners face when working remotely, and also the fastest way to start. The fastest way to start. Because I believe that if you are in this class, it means you also have in mind to maybe it's also something that interests you. So that is what we'll be looking at today. So this class is for you if you want to earn online, but you feel confused about where to start, right? I'm going to help your confusion. If you have heard people talk about remote work, but nobody's explaining it exactly to you, you just hear people saying, I'm working remotely. You don't really understand what they are doing. If you're tired of wasting time on random YouTube videos, or you want to know what freelancing and remote work, whether it's for you or not, it's not really for everybody, even though it's beautiful, but it's not for everybody. Then, if any of this sounds like you are in the right class today. So a bit about me, so you understand why you should listen to me and why, why I can confidently talk about remote work. My name is Victoria Ezechukobia. My students popularly call me Coach V, and you understand that as we go along. I'm a wife, I'm a mom of two hyperactive children. I'm a work from home mom. So it means that I'm seated in my home office. This is where I sit down every day to work. When it's time to work, I clock in, do my work on my computer and phone, clock out, and move on. So that is what I've been doing for the last 4 years now. So I have a wealth of experience when it comes to, working remotely. There are different places we get jobs, right? But on one of the most popular platforms called Upwork, I have earned about $20,000 on that platform alone. I'm not talking of other platforms, just talking about that one. Why I usually use that one is because it is verifiable and it's popular. A lot of people have heard about Upwork, right? Then I've worked with clients across UK. Okay, no. I've worked with clients across US, Canada, Asia, and other parts of Europe. And I'm a licensed educator. So it means I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. I'm a trained teacher. I'm licensed with the Teachers Council of Nigeria, and I'm running my master's right now, also in education. So I'm a teacher. I am also the lead freelance coach at Career Crafters Academy. So Career Crafters Academy is my baby project where we teach and train people about working online. Skills, community support, that's what we do in Career Crafters Academy. And we've trained over 4,000 people. We've been doing this now for a while, and we have hundreds of documented testimonials from real people who have gone through our trainings and they're doing very well. They've gotten remote jobs and they're doing well. So if it interests you, you can follow me online. I post a lot of beautiful content about working online, working from home, working remotely, earning in different currencies. You can find me on Facebook, Victoria Ezechukwu Obia. You can find me on Instagram, Coach Victoria _, and on LinkedIn, Victoria Ezechukwu. You can find me online out there. You can even Google my name and see what comes out. Okay. Okay, so let's jump into it. Let me not take so much time. So welcome to the world of remote work. Yes, the class is being recorded, so I will share the recording for those who were not able to meet up. So welcome to the world of remote work. We all know, I mean, if you have a phone in 2026, you know that remote work is growing fast globally. Everybody's talking about remote work. And why is this so? This is because companies now hire talent from anywhere. A company opens up in the US, in UK, in Canada, in Asia, anywhere, and they don't mind having talents from across the world. What they want is quality talent. And if I'm being honest, a lot of them want to hire for cheap. What do I mean by hire for cheap? Now, for a role that they will pay somebody in the US, maybe $45 per hour, these people want to save some cost, and if they see a strong global talent means across the world, that would charge them maybe 20 or 25, and you will still give them the same quality work. They don't mind. So companies are hiring from different places. When I say 20, $25 per hour, it doesn't mean that that's how they pay everybody. There are still some very stingy cocoa clients. I've even seen clients who are offering 2.5, 3. every company has the way they pay, right? Every company has the way they pay. It's just like here in Nigeria, everybody wants to work with oil companies because they pay better. And then we have other small businesses too who will still pay you 30,000. That is what they can afford. Yeah. So if it doesn't work for you, you go another place. So working remotely means you can earn both local and foreign currency. So even here in Nigeria, a lot of people, a lot of companies, small businesses, they are also hiring people to work remotely. In my own business, business, I have people I employ that are, providing my assistance that is working with me remotely. I am paying according to what my business can afford, right? Even though I am also being hired by companies abroad and they are paying me what they can afford as well. So you can work remotely, both when we say working remotely, it's not only foreign companies. Nigerian companies too, especially when it comes to small businesses, you can work with them remotely. What do we mean by working remotely? We mean that you are not going to the office, you're not dressing up in the morning, taking your bag, entering a vehicle, driving down to the company and sitting down with them and, working. No, you are working online. You're working from anywhere you are. You're using a computer and maybe a phone. You're providing services to these people. So many beginners think it's hard, but the truth is you need the right skill and guidance to be able to navigate it. So today I will show you the easiest way to get started with confidence. Now, what does remote work really mean? Yes, we know that remote work gives freedom plus income, right? So when we say freedom, a lot of people think it is just lying down on the bed, just pressing phone, just anytime you like, you just stand up, press laptop small, you just, they think that is what remote work is, I won't even fault some of you. You've seen a lot of advert, they just tell you, oh, just 2 hours every day and you get $1,000 every month. Oh, you don't need to do a lot. In fact, it is so you think it is. The truth is it is work. That is the honest truth. It is work. So you're working online. Just the same way somebody employs you as a secretary. In the morning, you wake up, you get dressed, you go to the office, you sit at the desk, right? You welcome people. People call the office line, you answer. That is work. That is the same way when you're working remotely, you're also doing things for the company. So what you will do is dependent on what you're employed to do. I don't know if that's confusing. Your duties or your job, when we say remote work, whatever it is you'll be doing, it is dependent on what the client wants and what you can do. So if the client wants somebody that will be like a customer service rep that will be answering calls and helping their customers, if you can do that, you get that kind of job. That is what you'll be doing. Another person could be offering, maybe could be a social media manager. So what they do is they manage the social media pages of that client. It is still remote work. Another person could be doing sales. So they are doing maybe telemarketing. They are helping, making calling customers or prospective customers, trying to convince them about the product, selling to them remotely. So when we say remote work, it doesn't mean you are doing just one thing. No, you can be doing several things. You can be doing anything. Depends on what you know and what you can do and what the client wants you to do. All right. So you're working online using your phone or laptop, and you can choose. When we say you choose flexible hours, we still are talking about depending on the client. So what do I mean by that? Yes, remote work is flexible, but the thing is, flexibility is depending on your client. So, for example, I want to work 8 hours every day, or I only have 4 hours every day to give. So it means that I would be tilting towards clients who need 4 hours. So some clients, they need just someone who work for them 4 hours every day. Some just 2 hours. Some they want full time, which is 8 hours or 10 hours every day. So if I don't have that much time, of course, I won't apply for such jobs, right? I won't even bother because it doesn't work for me. So your flexible hours still depends on the kind of clients you want and the type of role that you are interested in. So there are different roles. There are many simple roles that do not require a degree. I've heard that a lot of people asking me, oh, do I need to be a graduate? I have O level. Can I still work remotely? You don't necessarily have to have a degree. These clients are not really looking for who has masters, who has PhD. They're looking for people who can give them value. Think about it. You own a business here in Nigeria. You're trying to hire people. As much as here in Nigeria, we look at certificates, right? But even if you are looking at certificate, you still want to choose someone who can do the job. Over there, they are not really concerned about your certificate. They are concerned about the value you can give. So if you can prove to them that you know what you are doing, you can give them value, they are willing to hire you. So you get paid for the value you deliver. What do I mean by value? I mean, they employ you to do A, you are giving them A plus. That is value. They employ you to slice onion, and then you are giving, you know how chefs slice onion, you are giving it to them, that is value. So if you can give value for what, uh, if you can deliver value, of course, getting a job is really sweet. So you're not paid for just sitting in an office. Like, our normal civil service jobs here, all you need to do is every day you go to the office, you sign in. Sometimes you don't even go for a month. Somebody will help you and be signing. No. This one, if you don't work, no money for you. No, these people are not dashing you money. They are not, just throwing money away. No, they are throwing money at value. So if you have value, that is when you see the money. Okay. So what remote job is not, or what remote work is not? It is not a lazy or easy shortcut to fast money. Are you still with me? If you are still with me, please give me a thumbs up. Let me be sure that we are still together, that I'm not just speaking to myself. Okay, thank you. So, like I said, remote work is not a lazy, easy shortcut to fast money. It is not what you start today and you're earning billions. No, it is what you work for. It is not sitting at home without structure or discipline. It's not just sitting, like I said when I was introducing myself, I said I'm seated now in my home office. So it means whenever I'm seated in this chair, wear my headset, turn on my computer, it is work time. If the client has paid me to do so and so, and I'm not able to deliver, that's a problem. So a remote work is not just what you just sleep at home all day and then just spend 10 seconds and you get millions. It is not like that. You still have to put in the work. The only thing is, only a beautiful thing is, it's flexible. You can work from anywhere. You can be in your house. You can be, you don't have to, pay for transport. All of that is the difference. It is still you working. It is not an escape from deadline or responsibility. Oh, in my office, they used to give us deadline. They used to say we should do this, we should do that. Let me get remote work so that I will be free from all these things. My dear, even me, when I work, my clients still give me deadline. Victoria, we want this thing submitted so and so day. Victoria, I have not seen this. You've not sent me this email. Where is it? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm working. I'm almost done. Victoria, I've not seen it. Is still, you will still face it. The beautiful thing is you are earning in dollars and the dollars is sweet. That's if you're working with a foreign client. All right. So it is not a place where clients tolerate excuses. Like I said earlier, in Career Crafters Academy, we've trained over 4,000 students, right? And I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot. Students who, pass through our trainings, get a job, and they lose it. Why? Excuse, excuse, excuse. I have seen someone that got job. She was supposed to start onboarding, right? Onboarding means that period where you just got employed and they are showing, normally if you're working on sites, like you go to the office, when you just get a new job, they might give you someone that will show you around, right? Like a tour. Okay, here is the cafeteria, here is this, or someone who just puts you through for the first maybe 1 week or 2 weeks. That's what we call onboarding. Now, if you're working remotely, they do it online. So you might have a meeting, like a Zoom meeting, like we're having now, with the person to, teach you what you need to know, or they could just send you videos, or, however they want to do it. Now, they fixed onboarding meeting by a particular time. Oh, I've gotten a job. She sent me her job offer. We are excited. I post it, if you go through my pages, you see I post our students' jobs. And they were giving time for onboarding. According to her, she did not confirm. When you're working with people abroad, their time is different from our time. The time in Dubai is different. The time in the UK is different. The time in the US, in fact, inside the US, There are about 2 or 3 other time zones. So even US, you need to still confirm exactly where the person is living in the US to know the exact time. So when they give you 5 food, they tell you, oh, onboarding is by 2 p.m. You just go and relax. Or onboarding is by so time, you go and relax. You don't check and confirm what time it is in your own time zone, in your own country. Okay, the time for onboarding reached. She was not prepared or aware. The person joined the call and was waiting, waiting 30 minutes. They did not see her. They sent her email, before she checked. Oh, she joined 1 hour after the time. They just spoke with her, and then after that meeting, they sent her a letter that we are sorry, we will not be able to work with somebody like you. She lost the job. Oh, sweet, sweet, sweet remote job. So, like I said, remote work is not where clients tolerate excuses. You still have to be on top of your game. You are still promoted according to, you are still giving bonuses. You are still some people, they even go as far as doing like this quarterly review and all of that. So it is still serious work, right? It is not working only where you feel like. Yeah, there are some remote work where you just have your deliverables. What do we mean by deliverables? For example, you're a graphic designer, right? And you're working with a company as their graphic designer. So they just tell you, okay, we need 20 flyers by Saturday, this coming Saturday. So for that one, you can decide, okay, tomorrow is Monday. I will do all the 20 flyers tomorrow and then I'm free. Or I will do 2 every day. That one is flexible, right? But you still have a deadline. If by Saturday you don't, it's a problem, right? So it's not just working when you feel like, you still have to make sure that your clients are happy. It still requires focus and commitment. I know it sounds like I'm scaring you, but I'm just trying to tell you the honest truth. So you think about it before you say, oh, I want to work remotely. Is this sweet? Of course it's sweet. If it is not sweet, I will not have been doing it now for 4 years. For the past 4 years, I don't work outside my house. I work from home. So I'm just letting you know the seriousness that comes with it, right? It's not for people who cannot manage their time on their own. You, that small thing, you have picked carry phone to do Netflix and chill. You've forgotten that you have work to do. You have to now control yourself, teach yourself. Some of you will have to learn the hard way. But once you understand it and you start working to according to it, it gets easier as you go. All right. What do you need to get started? Yes, what exactly do I need to get started to work remotely? The very first thing is a marketable skill. Remember, I said remote work is actually work. It means you are providing services to these people. You are doing something for them. That is why they are paying you. They're not dashing you money. They don't know you from anywhere. They are not your friends. They are people that you are giving value to. So it could be anything you are doing, any service you can provide using a phone or a computer is a skill. So if you're a graphic designer, that's a marketable skill. If you're a social media manager, that's a marketable skill. Customer service, that is also a marketable skill. Virtual property manager, that is a marketable skill. If you are an accountant, you can manage people's books, you can balance their books. You're a data entry person. Whatever it is you can do, I think what I should have written is a marketable digital skill. Digital skill. So digital skills are those things those services you can provide using your phone or your computer. So you have to actually have a skill that you are selling, right? That's the very first thing. The second thing, yes, a good smartphone or laptop. A good smartphone or laptop, because how are you going to communicate with these people? How are you going to provide that service that you say you know how to provide? So yes, you need a gadget that connects you to the world. You also need a stable internet connection. All right. You need a stable internet connection. For example, for us to have this meeting this night, we need an internet. So the internet is what connects us to the world. So you need a stable internet connection. If you need to be climbing mango tree so that, you can get internet, you have to, right? of course, you need to look for the internet that works best in your area. All right. So, yeah, I think I've already answered that question. Before somebody will ask me, which internet should I use? The one that works best in your area. Then when you cannot afford it, you can now go for those more expensive versions like maybe fiber or Starlinks. I use Starlinks because my client got it for me and they pay for my monthly subscription so that I can do the job. They did not just buy it for me because they like me so much. It is so that I will not complain of internet, right? So yes, you need a stable internet connection. You also need knowledge of basic online work tools. So online work tools like Google Workspace, how to use Zoom for meetings with your clients, how to use Slack, CRM, Trello, Notion. These are basic tools you need to learn how to use. No matter what service you are providing, you are a graphic designer, you are a virtual assistant, you are a this, you are a that. As long as you be providing services remotely, these are things you need to learn how to use. Google Workspace, that's Google Docs, just like Microsoft Word, Google Sheets, Google, what's the other one? Those online work tools, you need to learn how to use them. Zoom, you want to have meeting. There was one client I worked with. Every Monday, we have meeting. The whole team will come on Zoom, will speak. They will ask you, okay, what have you been working on? Have you met your quota? Okay, they teach, we learn new things. We learn how to be better at our job. We do updates. They tell us, okay, this is our plan for the next 1 week. You will do meetings. You will turn on your video. You will do meetings. So you learn how to use those tools. Slack for team communication. CRMs are for you know managing customers. So if you're working in anything that has to do with customer facing roles, you need to learn how to use CRM. Trello or Notion for task management. These are tools that they are basic, very basic tools you need to learn how to use if you want to be working remotely. Then of course you need a professional online presence. Remember when I was introducing myself, I spoke of all the different platforms where you can find me, right? I mentioned my LinkedIn, I mentioned my Facebook, I mentioned my Instagram. Now, this is not only for you people, it is also so that clients can find me. Clients can go on LinkedIn, type in what they want, they will find people like me if I am offering that service. So yes, you need a professional online presence. You that all you do on the internet is to throw people, to go on Gistlover and that is not what you should, that's not only what you should focus on. People should come on your page and feel what you do and be able to send you a DM and say, okay, I see what you do. Can you do this for me? Clients have found me online. In fact, on my Facebook, I've had a client in the US. She's into real estate. She found me. She came on my DM and she was like, oh, I see you train virtual assistants. Can you recommend one for me? And we recommended. People went and did the interview and, they got hired. So clients can find you anywhere. That is why you need to, maintain a professional presence online. Then you also need strong communication skills. What is communication? Communication is passing a message to people, right? They receive that message, they process the message, and then they give you a feedback. So if you're going to be working with people online, you need to be able to speak to them. You need to be able to write to them. So basic reading and writing skills is needed. You need to be able to communicate with these people. You also need good time management skills. So when I was saying, remote work is not just lying down on your bed and just playing around. No, you need to learn to manage your time. These clients are paying for your time. They are paying for the value you are giving. So if, for example, the client has hired you for 8 hours every day, and then they are expecting that a particular amount of work should be completed in that 8 hours, and you're not able to complete it, 1 week, you're not able to complete it. Of course, they'll start questioning themselves. This person we are paying, is this person actually worth it, right? So you need to learn to manage your time. It is not when you are to clock into work, you remember that you need to boil rice. It is not when you need to clock into work, you remember that there's every day that you have your clients have meeting, you come late. Every time that there's a whatever, you are the last person that will join. You always complain. No, it's not right. You need to learn to work on yourself so that when you're presenting yourself to clients, you're presenting yourself as a professional. All right. Then, of course, you need a portfolio or proof of work. So how do you convince clients that you can work for them? They don't know you, they can't see you, right? So you need to be able to prove to them somehow that I know what I am doing. I've done this thing for people. It's just the way I always explain portfolio is if you're getting married. I always use marriage because a lot of people they will say my marriage day is the best day of my life. So you're getting married and you're trying to prepare your dress, maybe your gown or your suit, and then you want someone to sew it. And there are two people that you saw their office space or their studio. Mr. A, you walk into his shop or his space, and there is no dress outside. Like, those mannequin that they dress up, there is none outside. Then you walk in, nothing, you just see clothes, you just see material that they are cutting. And then you tell the person, okay, I want to sew my wedding dress. And then the person is like, ha, I'm the one that sold Dangote's daughter's dress. If I sew for you here, you will not recognize yourself. I will do this, I will do that. I will do this, I will do that. And, you don't see any proof, right? But then maybe you are convinced a bit. You are still contemplating, okay, the person say he can do it too. Then you walk into Mr. B's store. As you're walking in, you are seeing two mannequins dressed up with the exact style you are even looking for. You don't even know if the person rented the dress, but you saw it at his entrance. Then you walk in, the person maybe gives you a link to their social media page, their Instagram or pictures. And then you are going through, you are seeing pictures of their work. You're even seeing when he was dressing or she was dressing somebody on their wedding morning, right? They are dressing and the video showing them dressing beautiful dress. Who will you feel more comfortable with to give the contract to sew your wedding dress? Is it Mr. A or Mr. B? Please put it in the chat box. Put it in the chat box. Who would you feel more comfortable with giving the contract to sew your dress, the dress of for your dream day? Is it Mr. A or Mr. B? Okay, so from the chat, I can see Mr. B. Why would you feel more comfortable giving Mr. B? That is because you can see proof that this person knows what they are doing. You can see proof of past work they have done. You can see proof that convinces you. That is what a portfolio is. So if you've ever heard about portfolio, that is what a portfolio is. A portfolio is a collection of your past work that you can use to convince this client to say, okay, you want this, I have done this in the past. I don't do a plenty. See proof here. That is just what a portfolio is. So these are the things you need to get started. Of course, a lot of people say, oh, I've not worked before, so I don't have proof. Well, maybe I will give you a secret later on in this class. Anyway, what do you need to get started again working remotely? You need a skill, a marketable digital skill. You need a good gadget. You need strong internet connection. You need knowledge of basic online work tools. You need a professional online presence. You need good or strong communication skills. So if you don't know how to read and write well, at least in English language, go and learn because you'll be communicating in English, right? Or if you know other foreign languages too, that's also fine. French, Spanish, those are hot. Chinese, those are hot international language. If you know them, that's also an addition for you. You also need good time management habits and a portfolio. These are the things you need to start to get started. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now, and then I'm going to share again because someone is, drawing on my screen. So while I reshare again, please give me a thumbs up if we are still together and you are enjoying the class. Please give me a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up if you are still enjoying the class. Are you learning anything? Are you learning anything? All right, thank you. Okay, let's move on. So yes, the big question, where do we find these foreign clients? Where do we find these foreign clients? Is it where? See, I can freely tell you where to go and find them. But the beautiful or the thing about finding the platforms to find them. It's not just about going to open an account with them. Number one, do you have skill that you will present to these people? Do you know how to use these platforms? Do you know how to present yourself to clients and get them so convinced that they want to hire you? Do you? That is the major thing. It's not just about going on Upwork and creating an account. Some of you have created an account on Upwork. Maybe you even have an account that is 5 years old on Upwork and you've not done $1 job on Upwork. So the major thing, like I said, you have a skill, something you can sell to these clients. Then presenting yourself is also part of communication skills, because sometimes before they hire you, they want to speak with you. They want to, still understand you. I've had a client that hired me without an interview, but for me to still convince her, I was working that day. I remember I was on my computer, I was working, and I just received email notification that Janet has hired you for this via Upwork. I was like, hire, okay. I didn't apply anything. She just hired. So what did I do? I had to quickly send her a message. Oh, thank you for hiring. How soon are you available for a chat so that, I can understand the job you want me to do? So she's like, okay, give me 15 minutes. And yeah, 15 minutes after we got on a video call, the first thing she asked, she has already hired me, but the first thing she asked me was, okay, tell me about your experience, right? So I still had to still convince her, right? Okay, I've done this, I've done that. This is how I can help you. Then I threw it back to her. Okay, tell me about, your needs, your business needs. And then she tells me. And then I say, okay, I can help you do this, I can help you do that, and I can help you. And then we aligned. Work don't start. I've been working with her since last year, I think April, no, June. Yeah, since June last year. We are still together alongside my other clients. So, foreign clients are everywhere. There are how many countries in this world? You can work with any of them. So you can find clients on Upwork, Freelancer, Fiverr, Hopstaff, TopTal, Guru, 99 Designs. LinkedIn is a sweet place to find foreign clients. People per hour, even Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Depending on your niche anyway, depending on the service you're providing. For example, if you're a social media manager, clients full Instagram, clients full TikTok, clients full Facebook. You can go and meet them, go and open their door, knock on their door and tell them, I can work for you. Present yourself, present your value. Let them know this is what I can do for you. In fact, something I always tell our students, those who are interested in social media management, I tell them, go on Instagram or go on TikTok or Facebook, any niche you're interested in. Let's say you are interested in the beauty industry. Go and search for beauty companies or beauty, brands. Check those ones, legit companies, and then check and see those ones that don't have good social media presence, right? You see that they don't really post. Now, go and create 1 week calendar or of what, if you were working with them, you will post. Make sure it's something that is really, really hot. Put it together, go to them, send them a message or an email. Tell them, oh, I've seen your business, you're doing really well, but you're not maximizing your social media presence. Here is what I will do for you, do. If they go through it and it is really solid, you've gotten job. You've gotten job. So getting a client, you can get clients from anywhere, but these are just some of the platforms where we get jobs. There are still 101 of them. I'm just showing some of them. These platforms are legitimate platforms. I've gotten jobs from them. Our students have also gotten jobs from them. That is why, I have them on my screen. But like I said, the major thing is knowing how to use these platforms and having a skill. Okay. Moving on, challenges that beginners face. Number one, they don't know the right skills to learn, right? They waste money or they waste months jumping from one course to another, They struggle to find clients. These are just, some struggles. They struggle with confidence and they don't know how to present themselves to clients. See, if it's a job I am confident in, yes, my own confidence comes from years of experience and years of attending interviews. Even till now, I have at least 3 clients. I have, in fact, there is no time that I don't have at least 2 clients I'm working with, 2 foreign clients I'm working with at every point in time. That's just for me. But I still go on interviews. In fact, in our support group, that's our alumni group, the group that students after they graduate, they join. When I even do interviews, I will tell them, see, oh, I attended one interview. See what they asked me. I'm doing it just to keep myself fresh. So that if I see a job that is worth it, of course I will take it. If I see, even if they don't call me back, I'm learning from it. You learn, you learn, you learn. So the more I, do these things, I'm building my confidence. If you've ever heard me at any interview, in fact, my husband was telling me one time, he said, person where I just finished an interview and he was like, if someone was listening to you, they would think you were gisting with your friend. That is how confident I have become. Clients, I no longer have that, anxiety. Yeah, sometimes you just have that small, okay, let it go well. But that fear is no longer there because I'm now used to talking with them. Once I even enter the call with them, I'll be the one that will ask them the first question. I've built it, right? So it is not a one-day journey. It is something you build over time. And that is what, some beginners have issues with. They also lack a clear roadmap that shows them step by step what to do. Not everybody has to make a mistake. They say sometimes you learn from people's mistakes. So sometimes people don't know what to do. They don't know where to start. That is just a problem I've noticed a lot of people, are facing. Let's move on. Now, how do you fast track your entry? How do you fast track? You're interested in working remotely. You're interested in working online. You're interested in, earning in dollars. How do you fast track your entry? The first thing is to learn the right skills. There are 1,001 things you can do online. The things that were bringing money maybe 20 years ago, the industry is changing. The industry is evolving. A few years back, clients were not asking about people that know how to use AI. Nobody was asking about that. But now clients will confidently write in their job description. They will talk about every other thing and they will say, we need someone who knows how to prompt ChatGPT, or we need someone who knows how to use AI. Why? New things are coming up. New things are coming out. So it means you need to keep evolving and keep learning. In fact, I am still learning. I've been working remotely for 4 years, but I'm still upskilling. If I see something that benefits me, I will go and pay and learn because their needs are changing. If you remain stagnant, if you learned how to use typewriter 25 years ago or 50 years ago, and you still remain with your typewriter, people are learning new things. You say, no, it is typewriter. You remain with your typewriter. One day they will sack you and your typewriter. You will carry it and go because you're no longer in demand. So you need to keep learning and, aligning yourself with the industry. You need to follow a step-by-step roadmap instead of guessing. So, some people they learn by their mistakes. Some people learn from other people's mistakes. Then to fast track your entry, it is also good that you get practical guidance from somebody who has already succeeded. This is how beginners earn their first $100 to $500 monthly within weeks. Now, you need to also create a simple profile on freelance platforms. Freelance platforms like Upwork, like Fiverr, like Hopstart Talent, like freelancer.com, like LinkedIn. Those are platforms where you can present yourself to these clients so that they can find you and you can also find them. You need to position yourself clearly so that the client know what you're offering. I've seen somebody writing on their profile. They write their name, then they write data entry, only them, customer service. What else? You will see 15 things that they can do on their profile. And you're wondering, okay, which one exactly do you want me to hire you for? Right. So there's a way to position yourself clearly so that the clients understand what you're offering and how you can help them. Then, of course, Rome was not built in a day. You need to start, you might need to start small. Start with small jobs, and then build your confidence. And then you can now start charging very high or higher. Then provide great service so that clients keep you and refer you. I've had clients I've worked with, right? I got one job and I was working with the client, and in a few days he's like, "Oh, Victoria, oh, you're really doing well. My friend also needs this. Do you have more time in your calendar to help?" Of course I have more time. That is how I got the job. No interview, no anything, because this person I'm already working with, he has seen my performance. I'm doing well. He refers me. That is instant job. So this is a field where you need to prove yourself. You need to give your very best. And that is how, you climb up there. All right. Now, Yes, I said I was going to talk about one of the simplest ways to get started. One of the simplest ways to start working online is virtual assistants. That is the honest truth. Yes, working online, you can do coding, you can build websites, you can do digital marketing, you can do all of that good stuff, right? But in my own experience, one of the um, simplest ways to get started is virtual assistants. Now, what is virtual assistants? It is you being a remote assistant or a remote worker. It is you providing services or helping companies or helping businesses remotely. All right. So a virtual assistant is a remote office assistant or helper, often self-employed, working for multiple clients at one time and earning income. So the truth is, if you go on any platform, you go on Upwork, you go on even LinkedIn, you go on Freelancer, you go on Hubstaff, and go and type virtual assistant, you will see the number of jobs that are being posted every day. Every day. Why? In the US, the number of small businesses, maybe they are almost the same as the number of citizens they have there. Everybody is a small business owner. So they are always looking for people. They are always looking for assistants. They're always looking for someone to help their business. They might have their own job, but they still have a small business by the side. There was one woman I worked for a few years back. She's a Black American in the US. She has a cleaning company. She's not the one going to clean. It's her business, her side business. So she employs cleaners, more like those, those immigrants, those people who are still trying to get their pali. She employs them. Then she employs virtual assistants. So I was working with her. She also had two Philippine ladies also working with her, virtual assistants. So we were the one making sure that the business is running. We are the one who communicate with the cleaners. We are the one that communicates with the people who need cleaning. We are the one who make sure everything is going on smoothly. We are even the one who do sales. We are the one who, reach out to companies and get them to hire the companies to do cleaning. So she has her own job, but this was just her business, and we are the one running it, but she's the one getting paid. It's her business. So, like I said, virtual assistance is very much in demand, and there's a low barrier to entry. It means that it's not what you need to learn for so long. It's something you can easily start with. So it's even a lot of people who are doing coding now, who are doing website development, who are doing cloud computing, some of them started with virtual assistants and then they grew, right? Some of them, it is their virtual assistant career that funded their training in core tech. If you want to do those big core tech, core cloud engineering, all of that, it takes time to learn. Virtual assistant does not take that much time to learn. So by the time they learn virtual assistants, they start working as a virtual assistant. From there, they can now grow. So virtual assistants, you can actually start with little experience and grow into higher paying roles. How do virtual assistants make their money? You get paid to do things like replying emails, managing schedules, data entry, booking calls, customer service, real estate virtual assistants, administrative support, graphic design, bookkeeping. So a virtual assistant is just someone who is, providing services virtually. You are helping businesses or organizations or individuals. You are providing services to them virtually. You are doing travel assistance, social media management, IT, project management, research, reports, presentation. So you can do any of these things. It depends on what you know how to do and what the client needs help with. So for client A, I might be doing customer service for client A. Client B, I could be doing maybe administrative support. That's what they need help with, and that's what I can also do. So when they say virtual assistant, it doesn't mean all of us are doing the same thing. It just means that we are helping these clients according to what they need help with. Okay. How do virtual assistants make their money? So they make their money by charging for their work. So they could be charging maybe hourly. Hourly means the client says, okay, work for me 5 hours every day, and that's what they calculate. So I work on Monday 5 hours, I work on Tuesday 5 hours. If we agreed, okay, you're paying me $10 per hour, that's what they calculate, and that's what you're paid. Some people, they don't pay per hour, they charge per project. So the person says, okay, I have a 2 weeks project, or I want you to do this for me, or I want you to create 20 flyers. How much are you going to charge me? And then you give your charge, and that's what you are paid. All right. Some is a monthly retainer. So it means you have like a salary every month. Okay, I'll be paying you $300 or $500 every month. This is what's, for working with me. So you might not even have regular hours. They'll just give you your work, you just do, and at the end of the month, you are paid. So those are the different ways you can earn. That's why when you hear some of us saying, oh, I have 2 jobs, I have 3 jobs, it doesn't mean we are doing full time with these 3 jobs. It just means that we are providing services to these people in the different capacity that they need us. So for one client, it could be hourly. Another client, it could be per project. Another client, it could be, okay, monthly salary. That is how we charge clients. What are the benefits of being a virtual assistant? It's lucrative. Yeah, it is. I've been one for 4 years now, and I can tell you that it is. According to Zapier, virtual assistants in the US make an average of 29,000 a year. That's in the US. They have an average pay of $19 per hour. Of course, it depends on your skill and experience. Nigerian virtual assistants or African virtual assistants, yes, we get paid well too. I've seen people who are charging $2 per hour. I've seen people who are charging 3. I've seen 5. I've seen 10. I've seen 15. I've seen 20. You'll be paid according to the skills that you have and how you can show this client that I'm the very best too, and this is what you need to pay me. You have, you can manage your schedule. So if I am working with a client that is, paying me for 4 hours every day, I can, fix that 4 hours and say, okay, this is how I want to be doing it. Focus on my 4 hours, finish it, you know you can set your rate. So setting your rate means, okay, I can do this. This is what the market is saying. This is what the average rate to charge is. In fact, I've seen people who charge above the market rate. So if it's a skill that normally they pay maybe between $5 to $10 per hour for, I've seen people who would charge 15 or 20. The major thing is how you can prove to these clients that, hey, you are the very best at what you do, and you can give them the very best. You can work from anywhere, of course. You can work from your home. You can be traveling. You can even be in the hospital and work. That one has happened to me several times. My children are sick. I take them to the hospital. They are on admission or something, and I still carry my laptop and work. Money must be made. You save on transportation. You dress anyhow, right? So when we say dress anyhow, you are not wearing suit and tie. But when there are meetings, at least you will cover up. You may wear shirt and maybe you wear knicker under. Anyhow, at least you still dress down. You're not mandated to maybe dress in uniforms and all of that. And then you can work with several clients. I think working with several clients is one beautiful thing about it. I can work with several clients. It's more money, and I think I love that very much. So, can Africans benefit from this too? Yes, some people would ask, is it possible? All these things you are saying, are you not just giving us bobo juice? Are you not just, is it true? Is it possible? Yes, the answer is yes. Africans can benefit from it. I'm a living proof. And I've also trained people who are also living proofs. Like, I can give you phone numbers, I can give you real people, real people who have not earned anything. They got into our academy, they trained, they finished, they put into practice, they applied, they focused on it, and they're doing very, very, very well. We have hundreds of documented testimonials. So this is on Upwork alone, right? This is verifiable. It is verifiable. So yes, Africans can benefit from it too. All right. We also have Uche. Uche here is one of our students that got a US will say $1,200 dollars. Well, Nigerians will say $1,200 monthly. Yes, as a sales development rep. So she's working in their sales team, doing $8 per hour, and the number of hours she has every month amounts to $1,200 monthly. That's what she'll be paid for working for that company. How many 9 to 5 jobs in Nigeria can pay you $1,200 monthly? Think about it. Okay, have you thought about it? We also have Oreoluwa. She's one of my favorite students to have ever taught. She just landed these jobs in general this month, like this week, like this is not a far away something. This week. I don't know if I've posted her review yet, but she just landed this role this week. 2 jobs. She got these ones on Upwork. If you look at it, you see the date. If you look at the screenshot, you see the date. They said respond to your offer January 7th. The other one January 5th. She got these jobs like as they hot. So okay. So far you found out what remote work really means, what you need to start working remotely. You found out challenges that beginners face. You found out the fastest way to start. And I also discussed how to start online, how to start earning online as a virtual assistant from the comfort of your home. So let me see. Hope I didn't waste your time. Should I start taking questions or let's see. Does this process feel like something you can do? So remember that working remotely, there are different things you can do. The major thing is that you have a skill, a digital skill that you can use to provide services that these people can pay you for. Then after having that skill, you now need to learn how to present yourself. How to present yourself as the next best thing after jollof rice. Because if you don't present yourself well, you are not communicating your value to these people. Once you're able to communicate your value to them, that is how you get hired. So working remotely, you can work with both local clients, you can work with both foreign clients. The major thing is that you are working and you're earning your money from the comfort of wherever you are. Giving value. You see how I always use the word value. Nobody is going to pay you for lounging. Nobody is going to pay you for just looking at their face. They want you to give value and they pay you for it. In fact, these foreign companies, if I'm being honest, if you are giving them value, they are very appreciative. They will give you bonuses. They will give you gadget. This one is not even just about me. Our students have, had that experience. You're seeing them buying you, paying for your internet, even getting you new computers. That is because you're giving them value. I remember when my company got me this Starlink internet. I think I complained a bit about internet issues. I was just normal gist. Next thing, okay, use your company card because they gave me a card. Use your company card and order Starlinks. And then they've been paying for it every month. They are not doing it because they like me so much, but they are doing it because I'm giving value and they want me to maintain that standard of value. So if you want to work remotely, have it at the back of your mind. I must give value. That is how you enjoy it. All right. So now ask yourself, which ones can I do on my own and which do I need help with? So I'm interested in, working remotely, right? I'm interested in working remotely. So I want to get started. Do I have a marketable skill? Do I have a portfolio? Do I have I learned how to position myself? Have I learned how to present myself to this client? Just think about it. Which one can you do on your own and which one do you need help with? Then you can also ask yourself, right? Would you prefer someone who's an expert in getting remote jobs to guide you, or would you rather make your mistakes and get lost? It's not bad to learn on your own, right? But it's also beautiful when you get someone who has walked this path before, who is also actively working this path, and who is also guiding others and they are getting results to also guide you so that you don't just make mistakes and get lost. Some of you have bought courses where, you've bought courses now. It's not bad, right? But if you're looking for guidance, that is something you should also consider. So yeah, these are some of our students' offers. This is Tim Fun. If you look at my screenshot, you will see his name on Upwork, his real name and his picture. He got 2 jobs on Upwork. He was just, telling me, oh, coach, oh, I've landed 2 jobs, oh, you know. Someone was asking in the comment section just now, can men do this thing? I didn't want to answer you. I wanted my results to show you. So this is a guy, Tim Form. He's in Uyo. He's in Uyo, Nigeria. We have Valentina, who got a $5 per hour gig working as a business manager. Do you know what it means to be business manager? Just managing their business, helping to make sure that their business is running smoothly. They're paying her $5 per hour every work day. We also have Gifted, who got a $1,000 monthly gig. $1,000. This one too, you know, I like to show people a lot of Upwork jobs because it's verifiable, right? If I just show you chat, maybe. But yeah, Gifted got a $1,000 monthly gig. So right now you have two options. You have two options. Find an excuse, leave this class, forget everything you've learned today. Or option two, make it happen. Make it happen once and for all. Under my guidance, no, I'm not boasting. I am not boasting. Under my guidance, we've trained people who have, gone through the journey, started from scratch, started without knowing anything, and they're doing very well right now. Like Jeff Bezos once said, 3 good decisions a day is enough. And you have to make one decision today because life is all about decisions, whether good or bad. So for those of you who want to fast track your success, let me introduce to you our digital skills training program. It is a 1 month intensive virtual assistant training where you will learn how to earn in dollars from the comfort of your home, working for foreign clients. All right. So this digital skills training is a course that gives you the exact skills you need to get started. It is very beginner friendly. We give you practical lessons. It's a live training. We're not giving you videos just to go and watch. It is live 1 month. You will be following me as I am following you. You see how I am gisting with people now? That is the same way I'll be gisting with you during the training. Teaching, guiding, answering questions, practical lessons, proven systems that has helped many start earning online, designed to help you break into remote work without stress. That is what our digital skills training is all about. So this training is for individuals looking for, those maybe they already have a job, but they're looking for, more things to add up to what they are doing. This is for stay-at-home parents, business owners, anyone looking to learn digital skills, because we don't just teach you about being a VA, we also teach you 21st century workplace skills, right? Students, recent graduates, anyone who wants to transition into remote work, corporate workers looking to improve their digital skills. This digital skills training is for you. Now, this is our course content. This is what you'll be learning in 1 month. So we teach introduction to freelancing. That is what you need to know, the basic things you need to know as a remote worker. We'll teach Google Workspace. So those basic online tools that I said you need to know if you're going to be working remotely. It doesn't matter the niche you want to do, whether you be a graphic designer or you be a customer service rep or you be when we say virtual assistant, you can be a customer service virtual assistant. You can be a sales virtual assistant. Virtual assistant just means that you are providing services virtually. So no matter what service you'll be providing, Google Workspace, you need to learn how to use it. Appointment setting is a service you can provide to clients, and the number of appointment setting rules I see every day is massive. Clients are looking for people to help them set appointments for them to speak to prospective clients. We'll be looking at general virtual assistant, social media management, project management tools, LinkedIn optimization. So remember I said LinkedIn is one of the platforms to get jobs, so we'll teach you how to navigate LinkedIn. Resume and CV writing. If you learn this skill, you don't know how to prepare your resume to be sure that you can attract clients, of what uses the training. So we also include that. Payments management, we teach you how to manage your payments, how to open your dollar account to get paid. Proposal and cover letter writing, so that you can effectively apply for jobs and get them. How to find remote jobs, we teach that. We teach CRM, we teach another skill, which is telesales, portfolio creation. So we teach you how to create your portfolio, whether you have worked before or you have not worked before. There are ways to create your portfolio, whether you have worked with a client or not. The major thing is that you are providing proof to this client. So during the training, we would make sure you carry out some of this tasks so that by the end of the training, we teach you how to prepare your portfolio. As you are graduating, you have a workable portfolio you can show clients and tell them, okay, you can hire me. I've done this in the past. You can be speaking with confidence. This is why you should hire me. This is what I've done. This is what I can do for you. We also teach customer support, lead generation, telemarketing, Airbnb co-hosting. That is Airbnb co-hosting is a very beautiful niche. We teach that. Upwork mastery. So we also teach you how to navigate Upwork. Upwork is also another platform to get jobs. A lot of the jobs that I was showing you guys today was gotten on Upwork. So is a very popular platform. So we make sure that we teach you and drill you on how to use Upwork. We also do interview preparation so that you know what it entails to do a remote interview, a virtual interview. You understand what it's all about and what the clients are looking for. The the person that teaches us on LinkedIn and teaches us resume and CV writing also teaches a bit of interview. There's something he always says, and he says, interview is a game. Only the best man wins. See, interview, they're not looking just to hire the best. They're not just looking to hire the person that knows it all. They are looking to hire someone who is confident in their skill, who can prove to them that I am the best person for this job. That is what interview is all about. So if you can master the game, if you can play the game well, you don't have a problem. So we teach you how to play this game and win at it. Then we also teach you, of course, remote work too. So this is basically what we'll be learning in 1 month in the digital skills training. We also have some small bonuses. Yes, digital skill starter pack. So we'll give you a document that you can, start some templates you can work with. Then we have a support group. So yes, after the 1 month training, we are not throwing you away. You join the support group where you get, ongoing support, motivation. Sometimes I don't like to tell people that we post job links because it makes them lazy. Because if I go and post one job links and 100 of you go and apply for that job, and then you go also and check somewhere and see a job posted and apply, which one do you think, you have better chances as? Who knows? I don't want to answer that question. But yeah, our support group is very active. I do what I call Monday motivation. Every Monday, I give them tips. I speak to them. I, share tips to help for the week. And it has been very helpful. In fact, any Monday I post those my voice notes, somebody will just come and say, coach, I was waiting for this, your voice note. It has gingered me. I'm going into the field, So it's just a group where you need motivation. The fact that you're not in an office, you're on your own, sometimes you might get discouraged, you might just feel tired or just no drive. But when you are in a group where they are pushing you, like I think it was on Friday. This Friday, today is okay. Yeah, on Friday, I posted one of our students that got a job, or he posted it on LinkedIn, John Amma. He posted it, and then I went to the group. It was in the night. I went to the group and then I posted his screenshot and I said, "Are you still sleeping? Wake up! See, somebody's getting job." People ran into the field. And then, once I do, things like that, you see people coming back and say, coach, is that nice that you did this? Or like I went and applied and I got this job. So a support group is very, very important. Then upon completion of the training, you get a free certificate. So you're not paying again for a certificate. But I like to make sure that you have your portfolio. So for you to be eligible for our certificate at Career Crafters Academy, you must submit your portfolio. I don't joke with that. I don't joke with that. Because you cannot pass through our 1 month training, come out, and then you cannot present anything to the client. Then of what use was, So I believe very much in a portfolio, and we try to ensure that you get one before the end of the training. Then other life activities during the 1 month training, assignments. I will give you assignments. So remember, I'm a teacher. I'm a trained teacher, so I will give you assignments. You get access to choose accountability partners, people you can talk with, people you can ask questions. I've seen people, accountability partners that gave job. I've gotten job. I've gotten 2 jobs. I've gotten 3 jobs. Next thing, oh yeah, my accountability carry one. I've seen it happen in our community. I have seen it happen. So, apart from getting jobs, people to motivate, people you can easily speak with, ask questions, hold tutorials with, we give you that access to, mingle. Then, yes, portfolio creation. We also do a mock interview during the training just to prepare you for the remote work life after the training. All right. So, yes, we also have Aminat here who got a full-time job with a professor in Texas. Our students got a full-time job. If you read the screenshot on my screen, you will see that she did 3 interviews. Imagine going through 3 interviews before finally she got the job, right? So that should tell you that she was groomed, she was really prepared for the battlefield, you know. So some interesting facts about the digital skills training. It's a live online training that runs for 1 month. We hold classes Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 7 p.m. West African time. You see how I put West African time? You cannot be a remote worker and you are not conversant with time zones. They will leave you behind though. We use Zoom for classes and WhatsApp for communication. So Zoom like this, we use them for our live classes, and then you're in the WhatsApp group where we communicate with each other. And all live classes are also recorded. So as much as we're doing live classes, we understand that not everybody will be able to attend them live. And we also understand that sometimes you want to go back to your, to those classes. I've had people from our community that tell me, Coach, I had this interview. I had to go back to this particular class and watch the video again. And as I was doing the interview, everything that they were asking me is what you talked about in that class. So it was just fresh in my head. As they were asking me, I was just giving them and I got the job. So yes, we understand that you need those recordings. So all live classes are recorded and sent to all students. Then classes can be taken using a phone or computer. Yes, so you can attend our classes with your phone or your computer, whichever one works for you. No previous tech knowledge is required. Our classes are beginner friendly. Yes, we know some people are very good with computers, some people are not so good. You will learn, no. Rome was not built in a day. You will learn. I don't know how to press computer. I don't know how to, but you are using iPhone, you are using Samsung, you are using those, you don't know that those things are mini computers. Sometimes when maybe I step out to run a quick errand, and I'm not going with my laptop, I will use my phone and be doing my work until I get back, then I continue. So yes, your phone is, a good place to start. Training is beginner friendly. Certificate is issued upon completion of the training, and the fee is only 20,000 naira for now. Only. You can pay 2 times. What do I mean by you can pay 2 times? Our next training is starting in February 7th. So if you want to split your payment into two, you can pay 10, but your payment has to be completed before you join the class. So for those of you who don't know how to gather money together, you can pay half. When it's complete, you are given access to the training. So we usually hold classes 6 times in a year. We don't do it every month. We do it 6 times in a year only. February, April, June, August, October, and then the last one is usually between November, December. So our first class for 2026 will be in February. It will be starting on the 7th of February. 7th of February. And registration for that class will end on the 5th of February. So that class will run for 1 month from February 7th to March 5th or thereabout. Classes will be Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 7 p.m. live classes. Those classes are also recorded for those who might miss a live session. So in this class, you will learn 20 plus in-demand skills. You will learn remote work tools. You also learn how to apply and land jobs in the 1 month class. All right. So yeah, to register, you are making a payment of 20,000 naira to, this is the account details. So Career Crafters Academy account, Titan Trust Bank, that's where you make your payment to, and then you can send your receipt of payment. So the first class starts in February. If you want to use a payment link, let's say you're outside Nigeria or you just want to use a payment link, I can share the seller link where you can, complete payments with your card and all of that. So now I'll be taking questions. From everything we learned today, I'll be taking questions. So you can drop your questions in the chat and then I'll answer. You can drop your questions. If you have questions, please drop them in the chat and I'll take them. Okay, so I'm going to start reading out the for those who have questions and inquiries, of course you can find us on all over the internet. On Instagram, you can find me, Coach Victoria _. On Facebook, you can find our academy, Career Crafters Academy. I think they are doing really beautiful on that page. Our website, career-craftersacademy.com. Our phone number, our Career Crafters. If you want to send a WhatsApp message or you want to, call, but please don't call at night, please. Then if you want to send an email, info@career-craftersacademy.com. So you can reach us on any of this medium. So now let me take questions. Okay. If you get a job as a remote worker, do you meet the employer in person before starting the job, or they finish all the interview online and start work? So on my Upwork alone, I think I've done like 20 plus jobs, 20, 21 or 22 jobs on Upwork. I've done close to 20K now on Upwork. I've not met any of them. I've never seen them. I don't know what they look like. I don't know how they form. I don't know what they be like. I don't know them. Yeah, we see online. We maybe have meetings. Some of them I don't even, we just chat, right, on the platform. My main job, my main remote work, that one I do full time. That one is an hourly job. I've been with them now for about 3 years. The company is in Switzerland. If you go on my LinkedIn, you see the company. The company is in Switzerland. They're the one that are paying for my internet. And I've never seen any of them. In the 3 years I've been with them, I don't. During interview, yes, my team lead was the one who interviewed me, and I was employed. The rest of the time, it is chats. We chat, we gist, we talk, funny things. Yeah, but there's no need of meeting in person. I'm working with them. They are paying me my salary. I do my work. That's all. There's no big deal. All right. Please, ma, what's a gig? Gig is just like a job. Gig is just the way we call it, online gig. It's just what we call it. Okay. I really want to learn from the start. That's why I'm here. Please, I need guidance. I learned on how to become a general virtual assistant on Allison Learning, but seriously, I'm a bit confused on which particular skill to pick. I haven't landed a job. Grace, that's a good one. The fact that you've learned, right? But remember, I said it is good you get guidance sometimes from somebody who has gone through this journey who can put you through. There's no, it's not bad there's nothing bad in getting, paying for courses, right? Those just to watch videos. There's sometimes I just pay for some courses like that because even if you attend our own digital skills training, Career Crafters Academy, it doesn't mean that's the end of you paying for courses. So me, I am still, if this month I will still pay for course. Anything to improve yourself, you should put yourself out there. Like I said, clients are evolving. In fact, our curriculum, our digital skills curriculum now for 2026 is not what we had when we were doing in 2024, because we started in 2024. We keep introducing new things. In fact, I've had some of our students who launched in 2024. This January like this, they chatted me, coach, let me see the new course. I was like, I want to join this. They are working. It's not like they did not use the one. They're working, but they understand that new things are happening. When I hear from our students, they get a job, this person comes and tell me, coach, can you imagine this client asked me for this, asked me for this. I say, hey, even me, I've not heard of it. Oh yeah, learn it. Come and teach us. So from time to time, we even hold trainings in our community for our past students so that they learn new things. In December, we did we call it our success summit. We brought someone to teach us automation. So our past students, this one is not like they paid again for it. They've already finished training, they're already working. Brought people to teach, new things, because yes, learning continues. That is the fact. So yes, if you are still confused, you can join our training and get more guidance and learn and get more clarity. Do we get certification after 1 month? Yes, you get certificate if you complete the training and submit your portfolio. Remember, I said I don't joke with my portfolio. If you don't submit your portfolio, mbanu, no, you will not get my certificate. The certificate is free. You're not paying extra for it, but I just want to ensure that you go through the training, you get something out of it. You get a document you can share to clients and tell them, I've done this before and I can also do it for you. Please, are we to pick out the skills or are we going to be doing everything? We teach you everything in this 1 month. Remember, it's a virtual assistant class, and as a virtual assistant, it is better to be knowledgeable in different fields, because sometimes you have clients that need someone who can do certain things, right? The client could be like, okay, I need someone to help me with admin work, but I also need you to have a bit of, to be able to manage my social media. I also needed to create simple flyers for my business, So it's best that you have a bit of knowledge of a lot of things. And that's why we incorporate it into our training. So you're not picking out of this list. We teach you everything on this list. We teach you what you need to know to start working remotely as a virtual assistant. All right. So are we going to be able to cover this by the end of the training? Remember, I said we are preparing you for the remote work market. So we are going to teach you what you need to know to get started on your remote work journey. All right. The course is structured in a way that by the time you're finishing, a lot is inside your head. It might look fast-paced, right? But we know what the market is looking for. We know what the market is asking for, and that is what we are preparing you to be able to do. Are you going to recommend us to people after the training? If I come and tell you people now that 50 of you that will join the training, I will recommend all of you to get work, I'll be lying to you. That is the honest truth. I will be lying to you. Do we get people who come to us and say, oh, I need someone to hire for this? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Do we get, in fact, some jobs that, if you're familiar with Upwork, you know that sometimes they invite people to apply for certain jobs. When I see those invitations, sometimes if my hands are full, I give them to our students. But if that is the only reason you are coming to learn, I don't think that should be the only reason, right? Like I said, we post job links from time to time, but that should not be the only thing you should be banking on. We recommend students from time to time. In fact, other students come and post job and say, my client is hiring, no, go on. In fact, today like this, somebody posted on our alumni group, posted the job and said, please go and apply for this job. Sometimes when they do that, it's because they have link inside. But if that is the only thing you are banking on, my dear, it is more than that. You will still need to put in the work. You will still need to apply for jobs. You will still need to burn the midnight candle. All right. So it's good that you have a good understanding. Don't just stay and say, Coach V says she'll be recommending us to work, so I will not apply. I will wait for Coach V to recommend, my dear. You're gonna learn. Okay, so I hope by that time we would have known how to use LinkedIn. Yes, we teach you how to use LinkedIn and Upwork as well. I have an old Upwork account. Can that still work? Yes, you just need to revamp it. It can still work. Don't open another one. No, Upwork does not allow you to open more than one account. If they realize it, they will ban all your accounts and ban you off the face of the earth. So be careful with that. Do you offer affiliate marketing? No, we don't teach affiliate marketing, please. What we focus on is digital skills related to virtual assistants. Okay. When you land a remote job for the last stage interview with the clients, how many hours does it last? Interviews is from 15 minutes to 1 hour. I've not seen interview that is more than 1 hour. What will people even be discussing for 1 hour? 1 hour is much. The interview I know that lasted 1 hour, the guy had like a list of questions, plenty questions. I was just, he would ask me. In fact, we ended up gisting. Like he will ask me, I will throw it back to him. Okay, what are you going to answer here? I'm not advising you to go and do that. Me, I have learned how to. I've done more than 200 interviews in my lifetime, virtual interviews, because for me it's easy. I can just apply for a job. They say, oh yeah, interview. I'll just, just join. Play with them. When they offer me what is not good, I will refer them, stuff like that. But yeah, that's how it goes. 15 minutes. I've had interviews for 15 minutes. I've had interviews for 30 minutes. Most times it's between 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I'm currently learning copywriting and I want to add VA as one of my skills. Is it okay to charge slightly higher than average? Yes, if you have a good skill, why not? There are VAs who charge $20 per hour. There are VAs who charge $2. The major thing is how you're able to present yourself to this client and say, I am worth this amount. It's just like Vicky James now. And then that tailor at the front of your gate that is inside one bungalow hut. that person at that Bangolo house cannot charge 200,000. She will not have the liver to charge. But Vicky James can charge you 1 million for sewing. What is the difference? It's the value that both of them are giving. It is different, right? You go to a fast food, you buy water for 1,000 naira. But when you enter the Yarisi shop in your street, you'll be pricing the water 100 naira or 50 naira. What is the difference? It's value. The way you perceive it. You feel the fast food AC is touching you. That's why you pay 1,000. Yarisi, no, it's not just us here. So that's the difference. That's the difference when it comes to pricing. Okay. Hope the skill will be well detailed like this class. See, go and follow me on anywhere or try and speak to any of our students. Try and speak to any of our students. I don't want to toot my horn, but at the same time, I try to make sure that I give value as much as possible. Okay. As an ex-banker, which of the skill is most advisable to go for? So the fact that you're an ex-banker, I don't really know what you're interested in or what you are good at, right? So the best thing you can do is attend our training, learn, and from there you can now decide or you can now have more clarity on what you want to do. All right. Does remote work require working at a fixed time or the time is flexible? It depends. It's like you did not attend from the beginning. It depends. If your work requires, you got a job that the client wants you to attend to their customers from 12 o'clock to 5 o'clock every day, for you, it is fixed with that client. 12 to 5, attend to my customers. That is fixed. It's fixed for you. That one, you cannot attend anytime you like. It is fixed. But if it is a job where the person says, okay, I want you to do this for me. You are going to submit in 3 days' time. You see, that one is a bit flexible, right? Okay. I can now decide to do everything in 1 day, or I can now do it small, 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 small. So it depends on what you are doing for the client. That's where the flexibility comes in. Some of my clients that I work with, like the one I am doing, like a small customer service role for that I use my phone. That one, it is when messages come in, I just answer with my phone. They don't have a lot of, inflow of messages. But my main job, I have a particular time I clock in and clock out. I must carry laptop and clock in. If I don't clock in and clock out, it means I did not work for that day and no money for me that day. So it differs. It depends on what you are doing for this client and your agreement with them. Okay? Can we send proof of payment? Yes, so you can send proof of payment to our main number. Let me see. Our main number, this Airtel number, you can send a WhatsApp message with your proof of payment. Is there age limit? There's no age limit. We have even 16-year-old in our community. We have 45, we have 50, we have 60. The 16-year-old was chatting me the other day, coach, should I lie about my age and go and join Upwork so that I will start applying for jobs? I have to give him practical advice and, advise him properly. So there's no age limit when it comes to it. We have mature people who are, also doing well. So there's no age limit. As long as you can still learn, because it's learning and then learning and then putting what you've learned into practice. In the case that one works remotely and full-time, but the employer did not give a contract, expect 8 hours of work, but there's no solid or clear structure or direction with the job, what does one do? The employer is overseas, but a Nigerian. Madam Mojo, sorry, let me not scatter your name. You see, that is where the place of when I say guidance comes in. It is not just about learning the skills. There are a lot of things I will tell you that I cannot tell you now because this is a free class, right? But before you start working with anybody, you should have your contracts. You don't joke about it too. Your contract stating terms of agreement, stating hours if needed, stating deliverables. So you might need to go back to the drawing board with these clients. Let them not use your head, please. Please. You might need to go back to the drawing board with these clients. Do we learn all those aspects of virtual assistant altogether? Yes. Everything that we are saying we are going to teach you is what we are going to teach you. Are you meant to choose your own work hours? Okay, I think I've answered this question. Is the 20K payment last till the deadline for registration? For now, 20K, I don't know if we're going to increase it, but I've been seeing, I was even telling our students the other day that it's like I will increase this 20,000 because what I'm seeing some other people teaching that is not up to what we are teaching and they are charging maybe double. So, but for now, it's 20,000 naira. Is it possible for a 9 to 9 to 5 staff in Nigeria to be a virtual assistant. Yes, if you have, if you can still dedicate some other time. Yes, the first major VA job I got, I used to resume by 7 in the evening till 11. That cleaning company I told you guys about, it was from 7 to 11 that I work for them. So it depends on you. It depends. There are different things you can do, right? So if you know, okay, I do 9 to 5. So now I can now choose a particular niche that does not require clocking in at a particular time and clocking out at a particular time. I can choose a niche that is just deliverables, right? About Upwork, I opened an account. I tried to get verified, but I couldn't. So I sent them an email. I'm yet to get a response for them. But I noticed that my account is suspended. You need to verify you. Upwork, you must verify. That's why you can't open more than one account, because they want to be sure that you are a real human being and you are who you say you are. So try and get verified. Send them more emails and, sort out that verification process, please. Do you teach transcription? No, ma. Do you teach copywriting? No. This is what we teach. I cannot teach you all the digital skills out there, but this is what we teach. Let me look for it. Yeah, this is what we teach. I don't have a laptop now. What if after the training I apply and get a job? Will I be disqualified because of it? That is something I tell my students. But yeah, if you get a good job that pays you sweet money, what is laptop that? Do you know how much laptop is? 150K can get you laptop. 200K can get you laptop. So laptop should not be a barrier. Why you say, in fact, I tell my students, you don't have laptop, go and apply for job. I even show them the small things they can be doing first before they can now get a laptop. So not having a laptop should not disqualify you. Please, if you keep waiting until when you have the whole money to get a laptop, you might wait for a very long time. Start where you are. When is the deadline for payment? We're looking at the 5th of February. All right. Yeah, so I've taken all the question that I see on my screen. I don't know if there are any more questions. This would be a good time to drop them because we have come to the end of this class. If there are any more questions, this would be a good time to drop them. Will there be another meeting like this? You can just watch the recording of the class, okay? Okay, let me see. Hey, see, somebody just asked students, my client finally increased my hours today to 15 hours per week. I wish I can show you the screenshots. Okay, so yes, payment is ongoing. You can register. We usually have classes February, April, like that. Every 2 months we hold classes. So we have it just 6 times in a year. So you can join any of those classes. So I'm going to end this. I'm not seeing any more questions, so we're just going to call it a day. I believe that I've been able to enlighten you into what remote work is and what remote work isn't, and how you can get started if that is in your plan for 2026. All right. Yeah, so do we need to open the Upwork account before class? Please, if you have not opened before, don't open. Please, until we teach you the things you need to know to open. Please, I beg you. Before, I saw one screenshot on social media, one day the person wrote Olori something as a Upwork name. Please don't. If you've not opened, don't open. If you are going to join our class, don't open until we teach you. Then you open right and then attack it, please. All right. Do we need to set up a workstation room? If you want to, if you can, of course, pick a corner in your room, put table and chair. That's all. Table, chair, your computer. That is workstation now. There's no serious thing. When you now have money, you can now start doing all this decoration like we do here. Put flower, put lights. Okay. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us. We've extended our time by 5 minutes, so I don't want to keep you more. Will the class be daily? The class is not every day. The class is only Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 7 p.m. for the 1 month. If I teach you every day, even you will tire for me. Even me, I'll be tired. Please, it is just 3 times every week. We have classes Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 7 p.m. West African time. The classes are also recorded. Some people don't even attend live classes at all. They just only watch the recording and they'll come and still ask questions in the group. So whatever works for you is fine. Okay, so I am so glad that I had you here today. I look forward to seeing you all in class. I look forward to seeing you in class. Let us you know, let us enjoy remote work this year. I mean, this thing we are enjoying, come and follow us and enjoy it, okay? Please, where will the class, where will I get the class to watch? I'm just joining. Okay, I will share the link to the recording, okay? Is there something like handout for today's class or for the digital skills training? If it is for the digital skills training, yes, after every class, I share a summary of what we taught because I understand that people learn differently. So after every class, I share a PDF with a summary of what we discussed in class so that even though you were in class, you can still have something to go back to and read. Yes. Okay, good night, everybody. Can I use a tab conveniently for this program? If you are using those Chinko tab, I don't know. I don't know the type of tab you use. But if it's a good tab, you can start with what you have, okay? Good night, and I look forward to seeing you people in class, please. February 7th, we have a class starting, the first class for 2026. See you there. Bye-bye, and God bless you.